What sort of songs did Bambaataa perform? Bambaataa, through his message, he used songs like Planet Rock. He would use adverse messaging to reach people. He was really futuristic, so Bambaataa would use like these incredible lush music mixtures to kind of reach people through his music of unity. Always experimental with his sound. He traveled with a whole crew, Soul Sonic Force, and pretty much created the format of the concert of hip-hop artists that really put the MC in the forefront. Because back in the day, like I said, it was the break dancer, he was always in front, the MC was in the back, and then through Bambaataa and his transition through use of the MC and the poet of the group, he moved to the forefront and turned hip-hop around. And I mean, you know, and from there, I mean, you had so many different songs that came out that, you know, play at your own risk, and there was different messages coming from groups that had these sensational, lush orchestras that use a lot of electric music and a lot of sound to help deliver hip-hop messaging. I mean, if you don't believe me, just listen to some of the music that Kim will play for you during this class. It's fantastic. B-boys, B-girls. Now, let's talk about the B-boys. The B-boys is 1979, 80. Your DJ, your favorite DJ, shows up at the jam. He breaks out his set, sets up his turntables, puts on the music, hits the break beat, and what happens? The B-boys and the B-girls hit the stage. What do they represent? They represented the energy. They set the party off. The B-boys hit the stage, they hit the floor, they hit you with all the moves. They taught you the latest breakdance move, from the windmills to the backspins to the pop and lock. No matter where you're from, you came to the jam and you learned whatever the latest move was. And what else? The other thing that the B-boys signified is that it was a way for rival crews to see who was setting it off the best at the jam. You know, today when you have when we talk about beef, people come together in a whole different outcome. It might end up in violence, it might even be a fight. Well, back in the day when hip-hop, truly the foundation and culture of hip-hop was being recognized, when the battle would go down, it would just be two rival crews breakdancing against each other. So you'd see the Rocksteady crew versus the New York City Breakers, or you'd see the Uptown versus Downtown. You would see whatever borough area, Brooklyn versus the Bronx, or Queens versus Manhattan, or whatever. You would see different factions from various parts of the city coming together for supremacy. Never for violence. It was always for supremacy. It was who's the best dance crew. Hip-hop was that powerful. It came out and it made people put down the weapons, put down the fighting, put down their fists, pick up the record, and hit the floor and pop and lock and dance. That's hip-hop. So that's the breakdancer, and that's the significance of the B-boy, or the boyoyoing, but we'll talk about that later. Okay, and now it's been the history of hip-hop, the first 5 elements of hip-hop, the principal backbone of the hip-hop culture. But I urge you to go out and find more. We'll be back every week to teach you more, but definitely in between these sessions, go online. There's a vast amount of information out there. Google search the history of hip-hop, the art of breakdancing. Look up terms like the boyoyoing. Look up b-boying, b-girling. Look up Africa Bambaataa, and then look up Kool Herc and hip-hop history. I urge you also look up a movie called, I urge you also to pick up a movie called The Freshest Kids. Look it up online. You can find excerpts of it on YouTube, called The Freshest Kids, The History of the B-Boy. It tells the whole story of the evolution of breakdancing, where it came from, some of the first original breakers that got down on the ground, that did some of the moves early in the day, that named some of the moves. Some of these moves are still named after them to this day. That's where you find hip-hop history. And until the next time, we are the history of hip-hop. I am the history of hip-hop. You are hip-hop. We are hip-hop. Political power hip-hop. Peace.